Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, and we love empowering you with the correct knowledge in certain areas, and I think this is a critical one. If you are looking for a multi-award-winning, multi-regulated online trading broker and with over 15 years experience in Forex, share, commodity, EFTs, cryptocurrency, indices, as well as bonds, well, Markets.com is the trading tool for you. Now, as a broker, they have 4.7 million clients globally, which further strengthens credibility, definitely, but recently began a financial education initiative in hopes it'll assist its members in acquiring practical trading skills, including a deep understanding of advanced risk management techniques that are critical to you. And of course, we have to bring in the head of education. Rowan Landsberg is here to tell us a bit more about something that is often really misunderstood. Rowan,
completely.
Goeiemorgen, welcome. It's going to be a great chat because trust me, I think a lot of people need to hear this.
Yeah, look, like I said, that's the reason we want to come on the show as well. It's a really good industry that's been misunderstood for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And I think if we can just clear some things up, just give some good indication of what it's really about, I think that will be amazing.
Let's do it.
And you're a living proof of this. If you invest the time, if you have the right mindset, the consistency over time, you reap the reward. It's not one move. It's not one sell. It's not one trade that is going to, it might be great. You might have a great result, but it's all about that long term. So that being said, how does Markets.com fit into this ecosystem? What do you guys represent?
Okay, so with any broker, I mean, any trader needs a broker. So that's the first things first. So for me personally, a broker is a broker. I mean, it's just a platform.
Yeah.
So the only way you can stand out is in the sense of regulation and support. So client services. At the end of the day, you need to know your money is safe and that if something happens, there's someone to phone. So for us, we focus on customer support. So as soon as you sign up, within a few minutes, someone's going to call you, is going to send you an email, send you WhatsApp. So you're always in contact with those guys.
It's personal.
So it's not, if they phone you initially, they're like, you don't want to answer the phone. But when you want to make a withdrawal, it's like, what's the guy's number again? And so that's exactly why we focus on that.
It sounds like you're venting a little bit, but it's okay. This is a safe place. You're allowed
exactly
to.
What it is.
Okay, well, so what makes your brokerage unique? I know there's a lot going on out there in that space. So there's a lot in the, call it the multiverse of brokerages. So why is yours different from others?
Okay, so number one is the regulation. I think that's the most important thing that you always touch on is we have an ODP license, we have an FSCA license, 6 regulations globally as well. But the ODP license is where the difference comes in. So we are ODP regulated, which is one of 3 brokers that I know of in South Africa personally.
Wow.
And then once again, it comes down to the support and the platform. So we have multiple solutions because you as a trader need multiple solutions. You can't just have MT4 trade on there because you need the analyzing platform. You need multiple things that helps you to line up and make trading a good experience for you. And then finally, the trading conditions. As a trader, you want to have the best trading conditions possible and make sure that you're not getting manipulated or you're not getting stopped out at the wrong places.
Wow. I love it. It's like having your team around you and getting to benefit from the compound knowledge, to use a term like that, because you do get to lean on everyone else's successes and learn from everyone else's failures, but you've got to share that knowledge. So we've got, it feels like quite an elite circle around you, so let's make it even more elite and bring in the Markets Club. What is that about?
So Markets Club is an initiative that I'm running and something that I'm really passionate about. So I mean, I do events with these guys 7 to 9 every single night. I don't have to do it, but I end up doing it because I love talking about trading as it's changed my life. So when I started getting into the industry 9 years back, I mean, we had all these guys sitting on cars with cash and stuff. And I was a security guard at the time. So when I paid my first course, I only had to save up that 10K and I lost all that money because the strategy wasn't there. There was no mentorship. There's no education. And then at the end of the day, education is about longevity. Like, what am I learning in the long term? And through that, I started educating myself, started doing international courses, started building myself up. And that's when Markets.com reached out to me. So I'm running the educational program. So you don't have to buy courses. You don't have to go through all these things. You have a person that's been in the industry, a person that have a proven track record over time that's going to help you, educate you for free, provide you with the materials, and once again, the consistency of mentorship. Because I can give you the product and I can show you the course of how to do it, but if I'm not constantly showing you on the live market what I'm seeing and how I'm interpreting the market, that foundation just goes out of the window.
I mean, no, there are critical gateways. And when one of those arrives, you need to be on it or you need to be preemptive.
Exactly.
And that only comes if you know.
So let's look at I'm going to go layman's terms now. People want to get into markets. The reality is that it's not going to happen for you tomorrow. You're going to put in like 50 Rand and then, I got 5 million Rand. I've won the markets. I think that's what people think because of instant gratification on social media. And that's what it is. We want the quick pulse of dopamine. That's the hits we want. But you said 9 years and you were a security guard. So this particular thing, is this something that we should be looking at getting into at this time? I know that it's a very difficult thing to say, but what are the markets looking like at this time? For anybody who wants to sign up at markets.com, is this a good time to say, hey, Ruan, I saw you on TV, let's do something?
Well, look, it's always about, I think, with anything in life. I mean, you guys are doing this for full-time living. That's why you guys are so good at your job.
Thank you.
So it's a thing of, if you're going to go into trading and you're going to spend an hour on a day, expect a return of an hour a day. So at the end of the day, it's, if you want to be a full-time trader, you need to be a full-time trader. So it takes years to learn. Just the foundation alone and the education around it takes years to learn. I mean, I've done over R1 million worth of courses. I've done all these things that I didn't need that, but it took me so many things just to get to this simple one approach, just to realize it's about psychology. So if you're not willing to change yourself outside the trading industry, you're never going to change yourself inside the trading industry, because you need to be mentally locked in at all given times for you to actually be a profitable trader. So I always say focus on the small gains. At the end of the day, if you make 1% every week and it ends up being 4% per month, you're still doing better than any investment return that you can make.
Wow.
So rather focus on being the consistent and focus on the long-term gains in the industry. Because at the end of the day, if you want to make R1 million a month, you're not going to fund 100,000 Rand and make R1 million, even in a year's time. Because, I mean, it's 1,000% returns. It's just unrealistic and ridiculous.
Keep that for Instagram,
you need to do that. And that's what you said on Instagram. This narrative is getting pushed that you just fund the amount and you become a millionaire overnight. And I think that's more killing young minds, to be honest, because it's something that changed my life. And it really disrupts the industry, because if you're teaching a person and you're helping a person out, he already comes in with that initiative of, I'm going to join this course and become a millionaire. And if it doesn't, then he comes back to you and say, well, your course doesn't work, or your platform doesn't work, or your education doesn't work.
Yeah, well, I think you are absolutely proving the converse. And 10 years is not a very long amount of time to go from security guard to where you find yourself right now. So I'm looking at pretty good returns anyway. I think set the dopamine kick aside.
Yes.
Stay off social media. Wait at least 10 years before you start printing your bank slips and putting it up there for people to see. The bottom line is plug into the credibility, that compound knowledge and direct experience lived every day with Markets.com.
And here's how you can win big with Markets.com.
Join Markets.com today. Start your journey to trading success and stand a chance of winning one of 2 iPhone 15s valued at 20,000 Rand each. With 6 global licenses, 4.7 million clients worldwide, and free insight on the markets from trading expert Ruan Landsberg, Markets.com is where opportunity meets education. Download and sign up now on Markets.com mobile app. And that competition ends Friday, the 17th of May. Good luck.